with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Orange head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. Juwan Johnson, the erstwhile LSU runner, came over in the portal. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up. And he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Could not make his way to the corner.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He's got it. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down.
Heading to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football, This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricanes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's open. Into the secondary on the right. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
2nd and long here. The handoff to Johnson. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Left side, it's Russell. And that one did not work.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cuse.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Caught. All kinds of room to the right. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Miami 14, Syracuse 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Hits inside, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Right back to the well. Swapped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Right side, it's Myers. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. Finds his man on the RPO. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on third down. On the ground. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Straight ahead, it's Hill. Touchdown, Orange! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Hines a crease, it's Pringle. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide left, it's Lofton. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Out wide right, it's Moore. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Odom. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. The give. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Russell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Russell. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Syracuse! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running inside, it's Pringle. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw. It's Odom. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he's stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got him. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Mensah throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Odom. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jacobs. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Changing the routes with his receiver. Wants to throw one first. Left side, it's Jacobs. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab, it's Vaughn. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Cougars able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the dome. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half he is very concerned with how the crowd is playing into into this game. As you know, their team on the road playing in one of the toughest environments in college football, and the penalties have started to mount. He said, we have to play clean, and we have got to regain some of our composure. This crowd is having an impact. I'll keep you posted on just how loud it's getting down here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Pringle. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Handoff to the single back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Compton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Gets open down the middle. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass,
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
I mean, they didn't reinvent football in this drive. That was really impressive watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch, and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like, this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like to start right here in the second half. Like, early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
Looking to throw, it's Odom. They go to the wide receiver screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Finds space. It's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the lone running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. On target to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Jumped on top of the pile.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. What a costly turnover there. They had a chance to almost put this thing away.
Yeah, they had a chance at the knockout blow, right? Down in this area of the field, at minimum, you've got to come away with the field goal, but you cannot turn it over. Poor job with ball security, and all of a sudden now, they've given their opponent an opportunity to come and steal this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Pringle. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Mensah to throw. They're all over him. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Heading into the 4th quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quick give. It's Johnson. Pulled to the ground.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking for a man. It's Odom. Snags it. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Hurricane sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Keeps it himself. Smashes him with the stiff arm. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, it's Johnson. Touchdown Orange! And they add 6 more to the trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Mensah unloads to the wideout, and it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Rush right in his face, and he gets it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Pringle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 78 yards down the field, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Syracuse sideline. There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Moving the pocket, it's Odom. Right side, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter, but now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they fumbled the thing out of bounds, but they maintain possession, but it'll be right at the previous line of scrimmage. Sometimes there's no substitute for old Lady Luck, and having her on your side, and she just guided that ball out of bounds for the offense.
Man, I think that head coach, he just narrowly avoided having a heart attack. You can never afford turnovers, but...
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've seen a explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it, but big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. It's inside. It's Johnson. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Mensah. Left side, it's Pringle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. With the clock. This should be the final play. They'll go with a direct snap. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're